for companies and countries that have access to the technology and machine will be at the forefront of the digital prosperity for decades to come. Hello everyone, this is V-Hakim, and today I want to talk about really interesting topic that really intrigued me. So the topic is about the most important or the most valuable machine in the world right now. So what is this machine? Okay, this machine is called extreme ultraviolet lithography machine, or in short we can call it EUV machine. All right, this machine, this EUV lithography machine, using ultraviolet light to build billions of small structure on a thin slice of silicon wafer. And if you wonder what is the relation between silicon wafer and ultraviolet, so our modern integrated circuit, or our chip, or simply put our CPU that we use in our computer, in our smartphone, is made up of all this structure on a silicon wafer. Okay, so simply put, this is the machine that has become the backbone of our highly digital modern society. All right, and an EUV machine has around 100,000 pieces. Okay, this machine has 100,000 pieces, cost around $120 million, and delivered in 40 freight containers. That's a lot of pieces, a lot of money, and a lot of container to ship for one machine. And there are just a few dozen of them on the planet right now. And if you were to order this machine right now, it will take at least 2 years or more to be fulfilled. And even though the demand for this kind of machine, the machine that create our CPU chip for our smartphone and computer, are extremely high, especially in the current situation, surprisingly, there is only one company in the world that capable to build such a machine. It is a Dutch company called ASML. And giant chips manufacturers such as TSMC in Taiwan and Samsung in Korea rely on ASML EUV lithography machine to fabricate the high-end chip for their clients such as Apple, Nvidia, and AMD, and many more. So if you're asking me why this machine is so important, right? Why EUV machine is so important is because compared to the older generation of lithography machine, the machine that use ultraviolet light to create this transistor on our chip, is that this EUV machine using extreme ultraviolet. And what is the ASML extreme ultraviolet machine is capable is to fabricate the transistor to the smallest scale in the market at the moment. So for example, ASML TwinScan and XE 36000D able to fabricate 5 and 3 nanometer transistor, which is the smaller size of transistor that we can get in consumer level of chip from AMD, from Apple, and many more. At the moment, there's very few companies that actually fabricate their chips at the scale of 5 and 3 nanometer transistor. And the smaller the transistor you can make, more of it you can fit into a chip or your CPU, and more transistor in the CPU, the chip become much more powerful and much more faster. So if you want to make a high-end, the faster, the most powerful chip ever, you need to get ASML EUV machine, and only ASML that able to build such a machine. There's no others in the market right now that able to be able to build similar machine. And on top of that, as we know, majority of 10 biggest company in the world right now are tech company, you know, from Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook, and many more. These companies rely upon computers and internet to run their business, and all computers and our smartphone need most of our computer and smartphone at the moment need high-end chips, so they can be at the forefront. You need to be the most powerful CPU, most powerful GPU to run on. And it will not be an understatement to claim that without this machine, without this EUV lithography machine, today's civilization won't be at the level it now. And the most critical part why is this machine is so important, because the company or countries that have access to EUV technologies and machine. Okay, if you only have the technology, it doesn't work as well, because you need still have a machine that able to utilize this technology. Okay, so for companies and countries that have access to the technology and machine will be at the forefront of the digital prosperity for decades to come, right? Thus making this EUV machine that only being built by ASML the most important machine in the world right now. So basically, if this machine suddenly, all the ASML EUV machine suddenly broke down in the world, you won't be able to get the latest iPhone. You will get the latest chip from Intel or even from AMD, Nvidia GPU, RTX 3090. All these high-end chips won't be able to be produced, because the only machine that able to create to such level of small transistor into a chip, so make this high-end chip really powerful, is only ASML EUV machine. So that's why this machine is very important right now, because right now we are in the chips war between United States and China, and right now both sides are struggling to gain their own ground so that they can be independent of ASML. So right now China and US try to build their own capability, especially developing technology that they can develop their own chip without relying technology from a Dutch company like ASML. Alright, and that's it for today. See you in the next video. Bye bye.